You want to get physical? Like an ape?
The opening credits to this have a sperm theme, and it's a movie mainly about table tennis. Somehow this fits. Highly acclaimed for many reasons, supposedly Chalamet's best to date. Debatable, but is it slightly overrated? I think there's a case to be made. Whenever I go into a movie like this, I have my basic concerns, despite how hyped it may be. Is it going to be too long? Is the table tennis going to feel like an afterthought? At least from a review perspective. But then I get into the movie, realize what I'm watching, and I stop thinking that. The main focus is Marty Mercer and his table tennis ambitions, along with an ego that puts Tom Cruise to shame. It is very loosely based on a real person, but the events are fictional. It's not a biopic. It'd be funny if it was. He played Bob Dylan the same time last year. But acting and table tennis aside, it's not the main focus here. You see, Marty is obsessively dickish, like unapologetically so. Going on about how great he is, saying things that go beyond offensive. He's pretty much an asshole. He kind of cares about his girlfriend Rachel, but pretty much uses her too, and has a very negative impact on anybody he associates with. It's all in the grand scheme of this table tennis tournament in Tokyo. The problem is, he's by no means successful yet, and has no money to fly there. That's when things get interesting. You may think the main focus is table tennis, and all the matches, when we do see them, they're great, but it's not the main focus here. It's actually the multiple disasters that go down, in some cases fatal. Disasters is a strong word, I'd say shenanigans. And it's usually the result of Marty's discontent for anybody but himself. And don't get me wrong, it's entertaining, like every bit of it. It's pretty damn funny too, the performances really sell it. But you have to ask, if the entire movie is watching an asshole do nothing but cause chaos to suit his own needs, while going on about how great he is, can it really be something of this stature? That depends. I kinda have to spoil some stuff to explain, so before I do, I wanna go on about the other positives, because there's a lot of them. Primarily Chalamet, his performance, it could be his best. I say that mainly for his delivery. He's so fucking entertaining, and I love the way he never really plays the same thing twice. He's not gonna be typecast. I don't give a shit about the Oscars, but the fact that his portrayal of Bob Dylan didn't win is criminal. Especially because Rami Malek won for Freddie Mercury. I guess not as much competition. And similar to how he played and sounded like Bob Dylan, you can bet the table tennis is real. He trained extensively, made it look convincing. You've gotta give this guy credit, he really is special. And despite being on the unlikable side, he is kind of hard to hate, because he has that success drive. It may not be for the most positive reasons, but he is somewhat inspiring. Slightly. The lead here really is a masterclass in acting and writing. It's just that simple. Gwyneth Paltrow has a satisfying role as a somewhat washed-up actor. It's another great portrayal of most of Hollywood. She's kind of immune to his bullshit, but not completely, and it's fun to watch that play out. And yeah, Penn Jillette not playing himself, instead something you wouldn't expect. I'll get back to that in a minute. The main thing is, the cast is solid, to some of the best you'll get this year. That's undeniable, and when the table tennis is played, it's exhilarating. Despite how much happens in this movie, the matches demand your attention. It's one of those moments when everything kinda just stops, and the fact that he's really doing it makes the matches standout moments. You know what? Fuck it, he's got Tom Cruise beat too. He may not do dangerous stunts, but did Cruise learn table tennis? Is his ego that big? No and no. You may not get a whole lot of table tennis in this, but that's okay. What you do get is really amazing, and the comedy is also a standout. The movie is full of funny lines that occasionally go too far. It's shock value, clever shock value, and never in a bad way. It's kind of funny because Joshua Safdie, who directed, usually collaborates with Benny Safdie, his younger brother, but in this case they decided to both go solo. I wonder how Benny did. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least he didn't win any— What the fuck? So I think we know who has the talent in the family, and for the most part, there's nothing wrong with this. It's entertaining, comedic, unexpected. at times emotionally driven, but there is one thing that could derail its perfection, so it's time to talk spoilers. You've been warned. The one thing both brothers had in common was writing an asshole main character who has a fit upon losing. I'm talking about that movie again. But anybody could see it's not the same thing. One, he's not a real person, only a reference. He's supposed to be a dick. They don't justify it. It's the idea. So upon failing, the main goal becomes getting to Japan, entering the tournament, proving himself. The only problem is, he needs money. Getting the money becomes the main focus. Despite being real talented, he's not successful yet. Nobody really believes in him. I wonder why. Aside from his girlfriend, kinda, and Gwyneth Paltrow, maybe a few others who can't really assist that much. So when things really go off the rails, lots of collateral damage, evading the police, I hate to say it, but it is a bit random. You see a lot of stuff happens for shock and comedic value. You have a deserving scene when Marty literally gets spanked in front of people. I can't help but like that. He had it coming, but it's just another bizarre thing you don't expect to see. At one point, the cheap hotel room bathtub falls through the floor, almost killing somebody, leading him to take his dog to the vet for payment. But he doesn't do that. Instead, lots of shit goes down, including a gas station exploding. I don't know if people died in that. His friend may lose his job, and most importantly, the dog got away. At some point later in the movie, the goal becomes tracking down that dog for the reward money, and that's when Penn Jillette comes in playing some guy who I guess found the dog and wants it. More damage is done again, they get off of it. The scene felt random, though still entertaining. And once again, later in the movie, the owner is none too pleased, demands they go get the dog back, leading to a big shootout in which almost everyone dies. The dog is still trapped there to Penn's dead body. Oh well, they just leave it.
What an asshole.
And while they do get some money out of it, it's not really enough, so it's just because. I don't believe entertaining can be a reason for everything. This is a serious movie with lots of meaning, so I don't know if everything they throw at us works. You have to consider two things. It's a 2.5-hour movie. You occasionally get the feeling they just want to fill it. And with the lead being such an asshole, you have to ask, does it justify it? You don't immediately want him to succeed, nor are you supposed to. And even though he doesn't get to be in the tournament, he does win against the guy who beat him, meaning validation. Yeah, he's still broke, but Rachel, who was in fact pregnant, that worked out. He left her with a bullet wound in that stage. She never really tells him to fuck off. So what you get is a very slight sense of nothing accomplished and no accountability. In the end, partly brought to tears seeing his new baby. I don't know if I buy that, given the way he acted. I don't know if I'm okay with the mostly happy ending, because Marty didn't really deserve that. He's outright despicable, he had no conscience. Did I mention the ego? And even this big rematch wasn't him choosing it over the main tournament, it's just what happened. It's not like he gave up the potential money to prove something, and that's okay. I like how the movie doesn't do the same thing, but still, you do take it seriously. Compared to the Pirates of the Caribbean that's supposed to just be fun, you don't feel anything for Jack, he's kind of an oddity. In this case, it's a thought-provoking movie that leaves an impact, you take it seriously, and that's where the disconnect comes in. In most cases, this wouldn't work, it would feel too long, and maybe it is, but you don't feel that. It may be the entertainment factor, Chalamet's acting, but at no point, despite the flaws, was I not enjoying it. It does what it does so well, it can get away with what some movies couldn't, even if it's not complete perfection. I'm not saying its high rating is invalid, it definitely is, but if you say it's a perfect movie, no it isn't, but it's very close. When a movie is set up this way, it's likely gonna be lacking something, but still it doesn't matter when it's this entertaining, when the lead actor is quickly becoming somebody, one of the few people who I genuinely get excited to see. I think I'll look past it. It's not as impactful as it could have been, but that's okay.
I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Hell of a way to end the year off, and I think it's beyond clear. Go out and see this movie immediately, and let me know what you thought about Marty Supreme down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe down below, share it if you can, and hit the bell to get notified because recommendations likely don't come. I'm the cinema analyst because somebody has to be.